Kia ora, Friday the, whatever the day is, 16th September. I'm getting really scruffy. Need to get the hair cut. Anyway, tangents. Very short video this morning. Got a lot going on this weekend, work-wise and everything else-wise, so just thought I'd at least just put something short up today. So Dawn has been busy. Very busy. We got a bunch of totes, so quote unquote saving them for a rainy day. Well, that rainy day is impending, and getting these in shape for taking down and the dog eventually, but not right now. So we're going to make definite use of the trailer over there. And these totes just being cleaned out at the moment, water blasted, and they're going to be kind of bleached and sanitized and all that good stuff, so that we can put some water storage in. I think it's 275 gallons each, if I remember right. So fair amount of water, or you'd think it would be a fair amount of water, but it's really not a large amount of water in the general scheme of things, but to start, it will be adequate for our immediate needs. So yeah, just lots of bits and pieces, but the interesting one is that a bunch of stuff arrived earlier than I was expecting. No, not chickens, or the grill. The Virgin grill still has not been used, sadly, but that will be getting a lot of use. This box arrived, 99 pounds of it. That is a EcoFlow Delta Pro 3 kilowatt hour solar unit. So I'm going to be unboxing that later. And got 5 200 watt panels, 195 watt panels. So again, I'll be doing some testing on those later. Just a second. Kira, come on. Next door neighbours have a new puppy, so she's kind of excited. So yeah, and I've been accumulating, some would say hoarding, but on top of all of this, because as I have mentioned, this is just a temporary, well not temporary, well short term, it's probably a better way of putting it, set up while we do all the other bits and pieces. The solar panels will get repurposed, but yeah, I've got a lot of stuff kind of taken away. Mounting kits and covers, and these boxes there that it's hard to kind of see. Another one inside, which is the battery for the RV, which I need to come and put out on a trickle charger to top off, is a lot of cables. You know, it doesn't look like much, but you know, there's quite a bit there. There's like a grand's worth of stuff sitting right there, easily. You add the panels up. You know, these are, you can get cheaper panels. I bought them new, but usually you have to buy them in a pallet or at least a very large order. But I've got one more arriving today, and I've got 2 more on order, so 8 in total. It's basically 1600 watts. But you know, each of these are like, you know, 190 bucks a pop. So you know, you're looking at about $1 per watt. That's one way of translating it. And of course, this beastie here is not cheap either. It's 3.5 grand. So yeah, do the math. This is really just kind of the start, but you know, like I have said, it was going to cost us 10k just to get power to our driveway, and then another 10k to get power actually installed. So 20k actually probably goes a long way. I'll have 1600 watts of panels, and I don't, you know, I may triple that, but that kind of is something that can be grown out over time. I may go for some higher wattage panels, buy fewer of them. We'll just have to see how these ones work out. I took a punt, took a stab, took a leap of faith, and went with this crowd because, you know, a lot of the stuff that we get anyway is pretty much from China regardless. And these guys are actually supposed to be pretty good entry level, and they have free shipping and all that kind of stuff too. So and apparently their service is excellent, so we shall see. Hopefully I don't have to put that to the test, but anyway, we shall see. You know, whether their gear lasts 10 years, 15 years, 20 years or whatever is something you won't know until further down the line. But my take on that is that technology moves anyway. So even though I'm factoring all of this in for a 10-year, not return on investment, but for a 10-year amortization, the reality of it is that if something better comes down the line in 10 years' time, you know, I'll try and integrate that into our systems as much as anything. Assuming I'm still alive, of course, to do it, but there is that. So anyway, this is pretty much what we're running with. EcoFlow, whole bunch of panels connected to it. All the stuff over here, which might open up. Some of that will get used because it's MC4 cables and things. These things here are what we use to basically connect to the panels. And for those who are not much into solar or new to solar who may be watching, these connectors are basically what are used to join these panels together in particular configurations and eventually get them back. And for the technically minded, my plan at this stage is to, and I'll talk about that when I'm doing it, I guess, I'm making a video, will be to wire these up in series and lots of 4 panels, and parallel those. Because the unit here cannot handle 8 panels in series thrown at it. It violates the voltage constraints on the unit. So I think from memory, I have to confirm, but I think from memory these are 21 volts each or something, so might be more than that. But basically I worked out that you can't go more than 6.9 panels, and obviously you can't go 0.9, and also you need to allow some variation for temperature changes. So realistically 6 panels is the most I could actually directly connect to this in series based on the specs on these ones. In series, just for those who are not sure what the difference between series and parallel is, basically when you wire your panels up and join them together, series basically adds the voltage of the panels. So if you had 4 panels that are 20 volts each, that's 80 volts going through those. And if those same panels are 5 amps, it's only 5 amps in series. Parallel adds the amps together. So if you've got a constraint that you've got some high number of panels and the voltage won't allow you to run them all in series, what you can do is you can actually add some of the panels on in parallel, as long as you stay within QE on the amps, I guess, is the $1 zillion question there. And to be honest, overamping doesn't really matter quite as much. That tends to be more about the kind of cable you use. So anyway, I won't ramble on about this because I've been turning into an amateur electrician in the background. So anyway, that's my video for the day. Take care. Have a good one. Bye.